Et pour moi, le concept de agency en français, cela veut dire pour une entité, que ce soit pour une femme ou pour un groupe donné, sa capacité déjà à pouvoir prendre des décisions d'elle-même.
So we understood like internally that agency is kind of like a complex concept. Like even we ourselves were struggling to kind of put in towards what agency could be. So we did not know where to start with our young people. Like, how do you improve agency when the young people out there don't even understand what agency is?
For as long as I've had this career, we've known that, your programs are going to be more effective if they're guided by what the folks who are going to benefit from them want, and they're shaped by how people want to engage with them. So for us as a research organization, it's about having very clear definitions and measures of agency. So right now we don't have that. So we can talk to people about it in a way they understand, we can measure it in a survey, so that will help us make it concrete and impact, and then once we have that understanding, everything kind of branches off from there.
That if we can help unlock how local people and their insights and their needs can help international funders create greater impact on the ground. They put a lot of dollars, pounds, whatever else, euros, into trying to make the world a better place. And I think understanding the true potential of local to help accelerate impact improves their investment.
So for me, agency would mean making a conscious choice among different options, setting my goals about that choice, and making sure that I mobilize my inner abilities and external resources to achieve the goals I've set by taking action.
So the collective agency has the power to influence to impact, and so I'm very much convinced with the power of agency, both individually and corporately and collectively.
Yeah, I mean, if I think about what's the difference between proposal design and where we're at the moment, I immediately remember that we're only in the first year. And for a global project, that's not much. And a project of that size, and one that won because of its Southern partnership. That was one of the winning factors, actually. That was the edge that this project brought. Apart from, UCSD's or, let's say, Rebecca's experience in leading these projects, that was also important. So when it's agency and empowerment, people empower themselves, groups empower themselves, and that's a great result. So, we may have abused agency, but what I'm so looking forward to is phrases out of local languages that would have the courage, the dare, the I can, I want to, I will, or we will. And what does the interaction between the two do?
In our group, we were just kind of saying that, the whole term of capacity building has been like one-way stream, whereby an outsider comes in and pours resources to you and says, this is how you have to do this, this is how this is done, and all that, regardless of how you've survived over the years, which we feel that shouldn't be the case, because, you have something, you're also coming to the table with something. There's a need to actually get to understand me, my point of view, how I do things, why I do things, the way I do them, and how that has helped inure to my benefits and contributed to my survival over the generations and whatnot. And then you also bring your perspective with Jojo and agree on something. And I think that's what agency brings on board, empowering individuals, empowering communities, empowering societies.
The project has fixed on certain places in the world where there are communities who are marginalized, who do not have agency over certain key aspects of their life. These communities are or individuals are do not have or have an incomplete sort of aspect of agency in their lives. But there are aspects of this project where USAID, it's a cooperative agreement, it's not a contract, it's in the research division, so it's meant to be innovative and push boundaries. And so I think, though, that the norm is donor-funded projects, the implementing partners and the researchers are fixed, the norm is to be fixed on pleasing the donor, like making sure that you're giving results to the donor, making sure that the donor is happy. But in this instance, like, we do sincerely mean agency for the partners themselves, and that means pushing back as well, like not feeling that they are just at the whim of a donor. That itself would be a disempowered position. And I mean, there will always be the power dynamic. It's not going to be completely eradicated. And that's why we made this award. It's about learning and understanding and seeing how we can shift social behavior change programming in the future.